Sarabia's cross into the danger zone. It's made its way through. It looks to be an own goal on Danilo, and Sevilla have one back. It's Sevilla 1, Real Madrid 0, 3-1 on the aggregate.
That's a sensational ball out wide. Pablo Sarabia is the one who whips in, and he sees his target at the far post. And it was Iborra, and Danilo just had to get in the way. Was the only Real Madrid defender in front of Iborra, and it all goes so terribly wrong. It's a diving header into his own net. When you take a look at the second replay, it's difficult to think or try to figure out what Danilo's trying to do here just because of his body positioning. Just looks like a brilliant diving header inadvertently into his own net. But that ball from Sarabia causing all sorts of trouble, whipped in with so much velocity. Danilo had to act any way he could.
Delivered to the far post, punched away by Kiko Casilla, and Asensio starts to counter. Skips his way past Kraneviter. It's Asensio out in front of his marker. Luciano Vieto sprinting back. Asensio from behind. Asensio! And he's fouled the back of the net. 48 minutes in. That could be the goal that kills off Sevilla. It's Sevilla 1, Real Madrid 1.
Absolutely world class here from Marco Asensio. Goes the length of the pitch on his own, but look at this touch right here. The defender commits. It's Kraneviter thinking that he was going to snuff out the run of Asensio. Have to credit Vieto for running the length of the pitch to catch up with Asensio, but in the end, a little bit of a pull down wasn't enough to bring down the Spaniard, and the finish is sublime in the end. Pace, creativity, the strength to hold off the challenge. He could have gone down there. A lot of players, Andres, would have gone down from that contact.
With the initial game plan. Escudero. Delivered to the heart of the 18. It's Sevilla back in front for the match. Tight finish from the debutants. It's Jovetic. Sevilla 2, Madrid 1.
All of a sudden, game on. Ball's coming from the back. Adil Rami doing well to spot the open man out wide on the left. And that diagonal run from Jovetic, he's unmarked. As it was Ben Yedder taking up the attention of two Real Madrid defenders. That allowed Jovetic to go unmarked at the far post. Escudero with a wonderful cross. And then a first-time side-footed volley from Jovetic. What a way to endear yourselves to your fans in your first match with Sevilla. Brilliant.
Vitolo. Wide for Samir Nasri. Has Ben Yedder alongside. Victor Ben Yedder is the onside. Ball in inside the 60. Borra puts it back in. The flag stays down. Sevilla 3, Real Madrid 1.
And Sevilla believe once again. Nasri, the patience here. Everyone thought Nasri right this second was going to just cut it back inside. Instead, he sees Ben Yedder onside. He's being kept on by Nachos, the last defender for Real Madrid. That is a great disguise by Nasri, going with the pass that no one expected to set up the goal. And then at the near post, Iborra, who's been getting forward so often, using that big physique to muscle away the defender.
Back toward Casemiro. Casemiro has options. A bump from behind. Luciano Mayenko spots it, and it's a penalty for Real Madrid. Madrid's defensive midfielder causing some attacking havoc, and he's drawn the penalty, and a chance for Real Madrid to seal it.
Well, Casemiro. Take a look at the replay. A lot of confusion. It didn't seem in live time like there was enough contact. Was there? Yeah, the push-off. You see the arm extended there from Kraneviter as he's pushing off right there. It's that motion, the push-off. It's very slight. I think Casemiro.
And it's Sergio Ramos who is going to take this penalty.
Casemiro goes down a bit too easy. Player who's on the pitch because Zidane says he wants Casemiro to start learning and becoming match fit to play 2 games a week again. A long injury layoff, and now he's back. He's had a solid game and draws the penalty, which would put it out of reach.
Sergio Ramos. So many times the hero for Real Madrid. From 12 paces out, it's Ramos, and he's chipped it. Soria fooled. Real Madrid 2, and they're surely now going through to the quarterfinals. 6 goals in all competitions for Sergio Ramos, and it's the first that's not with his head. It's with his brain.
The confidence exuded by Ramos. It's been on the end of goals that have won Real Madrid the most important trophies. And of course, he'd go with the most confident and audacious of penalties, the Panenka, to embarrass Soria. Right there, a little stutter step. You see Soria cheating to his right, and then Ramos dispatches it in a way that
Benzema making his way forward. Benzema trying to slalom his way through. It's an equalizer for Real Madrid in the 93rd minute. It's Karim Benzema, and it may well be 40 in a row without defeat. They do it time and time again.
Oh, 40 in a row without defeat, historic. And the build-up, more than the goal itself, is what leaves everyone absolutely mind-boggled. Look at this, 2 consecutive back heels set up Benzema, and then he goes on this whirling solo effort. The deflection helps Benzema as it puts it at the near post. But the back heel from Benzema, the back heel from Marcelo, absolutely tremendous, the build-up. And then a little bit of lady luck going Real Madrid's way. They've gone so long for this record in Spanish football. And that's what they were playing for at this point, as you'd imagine.
It's a stretch that began in April of 2016. It's been 40 in a row without defeat for Real Madrid. A new Spanish record for the side that wears the Club World Cup crest on their chest. Sevilla 3, Real Madrid 3. Madrid advance on the aggregate. And another record falls at the feet of Zinedine Zidane.
Truly fantastic game. The spirit of Real Madrid. They weren't the better side in this match through the course of the full 90 minutes. But that final touch of the game, the one that gives them the 40th in a row, absolutely remarkable. Have to hold their heads high, Sevilla. They'll have another stab at it this weekend in La Liga, and what's becoming an incredible derby to start out the new year. 3 times they've met in a few weeks.
Danilo's own goal 10 minutes in gave Sevilla life. It was Marco Asensio who leveled, running essentially the length of the pitch to tie things up in the 48th. Jovetic on his debut off the bench scored to put Sevilla in front. Vicente Iborra also got a goal in the 77th. But Sergio Ramos's penalty, and at the death, Karim Benzema's equalizer ensures the record for Real Madrid. The final score one final time. Sevilla 3, Real Madrid 3.